because he told this to me himself.
God has a funny way of showing you lessons.
Today it's time to stop singing and start swinging.
I just need you to know that I see you and I'm proud of you. I need you to remember that you're royal and we're proud.
He took at least 9 that we know about. And I'm not speculating because he told this to me himself.
God has a funny way of showing you lessons.
Today it's time to stop singing and start swinging.
I just need you to know that I see you and I'm proud of you. I need you to remember that you're royal and we're proud.
He took at least 9 that we know about. And I'm not speculating because he told this to me himself.
God has a funny way of showing you lessons.
Today it's time to stop singing and start swinging.
I just need you to know that I see you and I'm proud of you. I need you to remember that you're royal and we're proud.
He took at least 9 that we know about. And I'm not speculating because he told this to me himself.
God has a funny way of showing you lessons.
Today it's time to stop singing and start swinging.
I just need you to know that I see you and I'm proud of you. I need you to remember that you're royal and we're proud.
He took at least 9 that we know about. And I'm not speculating because he told this to me himself.
God has a funny way of showing you lessons.
Today it's time to stop singing and start swinging.
I just need you to know that I see you and I'm proud of you. I need you to remember that you're royal and we're proud.
He took at least 9 that we know about. And I'm not speculating because he told this to me himself.
God has a funny way of showing you lessons.
Today it's time to stop singing and start swinging.
I just need you to know that I see you and I'm proud of you. I need you to remember that you're royal and we're proud.
What's up? What's up? What's up, Keno? I appreciate you. I appreciate you. JP, it were JQ. What's up, KB? KB, I remember you sent me that video, man. I thought of you today about this topic, man. And we finally got around to it, man, because I think it correlates with Women King. And without further ado, 4-time student of the month. What's up, Bird, man? Great big brother, great student, great young man. Lincoln, Curtis, Gerald, Hawthorne. Lincoln, Curtis, Gerald, Hawthorne, ladies and gentlemen. Great job, great job, great job. The notebook fell on the piano. Yeah, make sure you grab that and your books, your notebook. Man, I'm impressed, young man. You getting better. Even Mr. Fuller says you're getting better and better. Yeah, you getting. I'm like, damn. Yeah, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. You should see him skipping out the room. You should see him skipping. Check the doors. All right, love you. You should have. Hey, Cedric Fuller, I appreciate you, man. You made him skip out the room, man. Let me set the alarm and we're good. Oh man, check these. All right, cool. All right, here we go, man. Fortress is secure. What's up? Huh? Why did I lock it? Okay, go ahead and check it. Anyways, man. What's up, Knowledge? When you getting out here, man? I appreciate you, dog. Holla at me when you get here. Hey, welcome to the show, y'all. Welcome to the show, man. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I got 2 videos I want to show y'all before we jump into the topic, man. And man, I got 3 things I want to show y'all. Maybe we'll jump into the topic the second half of the show. But I'm gonna start with I'm gonna start with this. Shout out to Ness from the Boxing Voice. I'm gonna start with this. I got 3 things I want to show y'all tonight before we get into the topic. Mystical pleads not guilty. Who cares? Go somewhere. Shit just don't keep on happening to you. You know what I mean? Next week. Okay. Hope to see you. Hope to see you. Yeah, man. It don't just keep on happening to you. How does rape just keep on falling into your lap? And I say that respectfully. I don't want to disrespect any women, but it just follows. You got issues, man. You got issues. And hopefully he's not out on bail. Hopefully he's in jail. You know what I mean? Because it just keeps on following that man. But anyways, man, let me pull this up. Y'all got to see this shit. Oh, y'all got to see this. Shout out to Dre for sending me this, man. I appreciate you, dog. And the Eagles are gonna win, man. Somewhere in America, DJ is happy as hell. All right, check this shit out.
Whoa. When you say 3-fight deal, were you only negotiating that 3-fight deal in-house, or did you flirt the possibility of a 3-fight deal with the zone? And that
No. A 3-fight deal with PBC. I want to thank Al Heyman. You know, he's done a great job. You know, with
as soon as I say the opposite of PBC, he's like, I want to thank Al Heyman. Let me get that on the record.
Yeah, and that's good. You know, I don't want to confuse people. You know, we love PBC. You know, they done a great job, especially Al Heyman. You know, with David Sansom. You know, it's a family. You know, they've done a tremendous job with them, and I see myself ending David's career with PBC. We're super happy. I couldn't be happier, you know.
Well, I'm just glad you clarified.
Yeah, when I said a 3-fight deal, you know, we were trying to think and kind of sign those fights because it's hard.
So what are those names? Whoa. When you say 3-fight deal, were you only negotiating that 3-fight deal in-house, or did you flirt the possibility of a 3-fight deal with the zone?
No. A 3-fight deal with PBC. I want to thank Al Heyman. You know, he's done a great job. You know, with
as soon as I say the opposite of PBC, he's like, I want to thank Al Heyman. Let me get that on the record.
And that's good. You know, I don't want to confuse people. You know, we love PBC. You know, they done a great job, especially Al Heyman. You know, with David Sansom. You know, it's a family. You know.
All right, I got a comment. Oh man, thank you, Al Heyman, man. Hey, them motherfuckers thank Al Heyman before they thank Jesus and they family, man. Hey, I gotta thank Al Heyman, man. He got me through these mental health issues, man. I want to thank Al Heyman. I named my son after him. I want to thank Al Heyman for letting me fight once a year. Look, man, like I said, man, I fucking apologize, man. I would have smelt this shit in 2017, 2018 I hadn't had a relationship with Sam Watson. You know what I mean? I would have sniffed this shit out immediately, dog. Oh my God. It's the same plan that Eddie Hearn did. Flood the market. Flood the market. Ain't that what they did in Paid in Full? Flood the market. Ain't that what Godfather did? Ain't that what Al Pacino did? Flood the market. Flood it. You know, ain't that what a marketing campaign is? Flood the market. It's the same thing, man. But the only thing is, he's the manager of the hedge fund. So what you gonna do about it? There's nothing you can do. You know, shit. He's the manager of the hedge fund, and he's getting paid both ways. You know, and that's just the reality of this thing. But I found that very telling that they immediately go into this this script. Oh, I thank Al Heyman. He's been amazing for my family. But the reality is David Benavidez can't get a fight. Can't get a fight. Can't get a fight at all, man.
So what are those?
All right, we're gonna get rid of that one. And I want y'all to see this. This is rather disturbing. I appreciate you, Kelvin, for sending this to me, dog. Thank you. I appreciate you. Genuinely appreciate you for sending me this.
Land the southern side. I'm right here with.
All right, let me share this. I got one more thing I want to share. I want to share two things with y'all, man. Listen to this, dog. Listen to this.
Tap in, you will get stepped on. Believe that. You will get stepped on. Believe that. The streets is dangerous. Tap in. Tap the fuck in. Land the southern side. I'm right here with the homie from White Fence. Check it out. If you ever in Los Angeles and you are here handling business, make sure you tap in with some solid homies for your own security. The streets is dangerous. If you're not tapped in, you will get stepped on. Believe that. You will get stepped on. Believe that. The streets is dangerous. Tap in. Tap the fuck in. Land the southern side. I'm right here with the homie from White Fence. Check it out. If you ever in Los Angeles and you are here handling business, make sure you tap in with some solid homies for your own security. The streets is dangerous. If you're not tapped in, you will get stepped on. Believe that. You will get stepped on. Believe that.
Damn.
The streets is dangerous.
Damn.
Tap in. Tap the fuck in. Land the southern side.
One more time.
I'm right here with the homie from White Fence. Check it out. If you ever in Los Angeles and you are here handling business, make sure you tap in with some solid homies.
Damn, this
for
shit's
your own
scary.
security.
Did y'all see that? Did y'all see that? Hey, someone need to tag what's that rapper? What's the basketball player's name? Stephen A. Smith? No. Steven Jackson. Someone need to Dog, I'm glad I'm not a part of that life, man. I'm glad I chose not to be a part of that life, man. I know every child that grows up in urban America has to make that decision at some level, whether it's an intense decision, passive decision. Am I going to join gangs? Am I going to sell drugs, do drugs, ditch, play hooky from school and rob the teacher, rob the kids, break into lockers? Wow. Yeah, Stephen Clown Jackson. Yeah, man, that's craziness, right? Crazy. Yeah. Motherfucker said, tap into LA if you having problems. Damn. That's scary. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's scary, dog. I know, Don Juan, for sure, for sure. That's scary that they go public with that shit. That's crazy. Think about it. They go public with that. Black and brown. Oh, that's deep, Scorpion. Black and brown come together to extort one another. Wow. Wow. Unfucking believable, man. Unfucking believable. Insane. That's scary. That you can announce that you're going to protect someone with guns. That's, man, what is this world coming to? It's on y'all, man. Y'all stay out them streets, man. Take the freeways, take the express lanes, take carpool. Stay out of these streets, man. Stay out of these streets, man. Ain't nothing in these streets, man. You know what I mean? If ain't nothing in these streets, man. I ain't even lying. Ain't nothing in it, man. If you can't pick up a girl at the grocery store or can't find your next wife, your next girlfriend at the grocery store, the movie theaters, the mall, she's there waiting on you. That's a guarantee. She's there. You just gotta say hello. But she's out there waiting on you. That's for damn sure. And but it's just scary. I keep on saying scary, but it's yeah, hire ex-police security. Yeah, for sure. Or not even ex. You know what I mean? Shit. Call the police. They have the public safety. Police officers have to protect you. If you feeling threatened for your life, call the police. Yeah. Yeah. That's it. Just call the police. That's it. You know, if you're a celebrity, they'll be happy to protect you. I'm sure that they'll, you know, there's a society that loves being around celebrities. that like, I'm going to a party because City Girl's gonna be there. I shouted you out, Berry Hill, Mr. Berry. I shouted you out earlier in one of my videos, man. Yeah, y'all 3-0, big dog. I shouted you out. How's your son doing? Tupac. Just think, the 3 biggest rappers outside of Drake got murdered. Nipsey, Biggie, the 2 biggest stars in history. They still 2 of the top 5 rappers and 2 of the top 10 rappers in the world. Biggie and Tupac killed by people from America. I mean, California. One in Vegas, one in LA. If you're thinking about moving to LA, I encourage you not to. Move to the outskirts of LA. Ain't nothing in LA. There's nothing here. You know, I mean, the same big booty girl is in Alaska. She's in Boise. Trust me. I'm just saying. She's in Portland. I mean, that black people all over America, they done bamboozled us and made us believe that all black people are in 6 cities. That's a damn lie. We all over the globe, man. Have a good time, man. You ain't got to come to California, New York, Chicago. Nah, you ain't got to come here, man. You can go so many different other places, man. And then the taxes are sky high. Taxes are sky high here, man. Don't move here. Don't move here. Not unless you're gonna buy a home on the outskirts of LA and you're in a small subsidy of Los Angeles or Orange County. I think that's the way to go. I actually think Orange County is a better place to be. I'm being honest. Move to Orange County. You can move to Brea. You can move to Yorba Linda, Fullerton, La Habra, you know, but don't change your location to move to South Central LA. Don't do that. Please don't do that. Please, in the name of God bless safety, don't do that. All right. And then the last thing I want to show y'all, man. What's up, ASAP? The last thing, I thought this article was pretty telling. And now I'm starting to understand. See, I knew this guy was a scum. I'm not going to say scumbag. I don't know if he's a scumbag. But listen to this man talk. Can y'all see this article? I'm going to read you an excerpt, and then he cleaned it up because he actually caught himself in the middle of this interview. Listen to this. Okay. Deontay Wilder's manager, Shelly Finkel, has told Talk Sport his side of the story after receiving a fresh approach from Anthony Joshua's promoter, Eddie Hearn. Listen to this carefully, guys. Hearn told media last month that he sent an email to Finkel for the first time in a while following failed attempts to make a showdown between their heavyweights 2018-2019. I actually reached out to Shelly Finkel the other day, Hearn revealed to Seconds Out, because I've got so much money for Deontay Wilder in an offer, but they never came back to me. Pay attention. I don't know whether Deontay Wilder doesn't want to hear about that offer or whatever. Now, a month later, Finkel has explained the situation from his perspective. It's come out a few times by Eddie Hearn that I avoided him, he said on Talk Sports Fight News. That's partially true. Well, wholly true. It's wholly true, like 100% true. We have a fight coming up with Robert Helenius. Eddie emailed me, can we talk? I have some big offer for Deontay. Listen to this. Quote, right now we have Helenius fight. That's all we need to concentrate on. Because if something went wrong here, nothing else would be. And if it goes right, it all will be worked out. Now listen. Now pay attention. And I felt I got a call with Eddie. The next thing you would be on a call to me. Oh, did you talk to Eddie? So I said to Deontay and Al Heyman, what do you think? No, you already made your decision. What are you talking about? Listen, he caught himself in the middle of the interview. Smart guys like me, he knew smart guys like me in media would pick this shit up. He says, no, we have a fight. I'm not even going to entertain this email because Deontay Wilder has a fight with Helenius, and me and Al Heyman are great friends. I'm going to tell you guys a story. And I need you guys to really pay attention to me. Really, really pay attention. Years ago, I'm not sure if you knew this. I worked for Don King's newspaper, the Call and Post, right? And Shelly Finkel, I was going to do an article on Shelly Finkel that got pulled. And it got pulled. And Shelly Finkel, with some contracts and some fighters, did some egregious things when I worked for the Call and Post and the LA Sentinel newspaper. And the article got pulled. I'll just say that. The article got pulled. It never came out. And the fact that this man, I'm going to show you guys, the fact that this man can say, oh, right now, we ain't even entertaining that. So I took it to Al Heyman and Deontay. You didn't take shit to Al Heyman and Deontay. You made the decision for him. I don't respect that shit at all. I don't respect that shit. These guys overstepped themselves. They overstepped themselves, man. I don't get it, man. And it's between that Jose Benavidez clip and Shelly Finkel not preparing Deontay Wilder or allowing Deontay Wilder to come out and say some things. Now I know Deontay Wilder has come out and said some things. I haven't seen the interviews yet, but I can see it in the titles. I haven't watched the interview in a minute, but I can sense the titles. And I saw the headline. They made Anthony Joshua. Yeah, D forgot to say Al Heyman and Eddie Hearn made made Anthony Joshua. He forgot that part. Shit. All the PBC fighters, he got the belt. You know what I mean? Al Heyman didn't really have faith in Deontay Wilder like that. You know, you can tell by the matchmaking. You could tell by Charles Martin, because if he cared about Charles Martin, about what's the guy's name? If he cared about how you say it, Deontay Wilder's career, guess what he would have done? Exactly that. He would have allowed Charles Martin to fight Deontay Wilder, because that's what he's doing now with Errol Spence. That's what he's doing now with Jamal Charlo. He's not allowing them to cross the fence. He wanted Anthony Joshua. Because don't forget, Anthony Joshua had a 6-fight deal with Showtime, and they didn't even negotiate the re-up. He just went straight to how you say it? He went straight to the zone or whatever. But anyways, man, that's what I wanted to show you guys, man. And I want to get in. Let me open. I'll bring if you guys want to come in and comment on any of that as I set up what the show is about tonight, man. I knew we wouldn't have that many people in here, but I just think this is an important conversation, man, especially with the gangs and the gangs. Oh shit, they about to get a pick six. Ooh, they got first and goal. All right. Let me do this shit real quick. Where is it? Where is it? The Woman King, Sony Pictures. Look at this shit, dog. All right, you guys saw the thumbnail. What's up, Champion Heart? You guys saw the thumbnail, right? And I want you guys to see this. I appreciate y'all coming through. Woman King, Sony Pictures, right? Okay. I want you guys to see this. Take some time because I got to do some adding and subtract. I'm not adding and subtracting, but I got to all right. Woman King, Sony Pictures. You guys see that, right? All right, let me drop this in. Because I got to make it make sense for y'all. Because black women are calling this are calling this movie progress. And I really, really think we need to understand the big, big, big picture. You know what I mean? I don't think we fully grasp the big picture of this. And you know how we got niggas in the street killing each other? Well, we got our educated Negroes. We killing each other too. And I'm gonna show you how. Now I'm just giving information. I'm not attached to what I'm saying right now at all. But I just want you guys to see the truth. So you guys understand who's feeding us our history. All right. This is based on a true story, y'all. True story. True story. But let's see who owns. Oh, Tony is an American film executive who's current chairman and CEO of who? Of who? Okay. Well, let's see who this guy is. Let's see who Tony is. Let me Google a picture of him because you guys got to see this. Here's Tony. You see Tony? You see Tony, y'all? Okay, I'm not done. You see Tony now, right? Sony Pictures. Tony is the CEO, so he puts people in position to green light these films, okay? And a film like this, I'm sure the budget was $50 million. So I'm sure he had. Now, Woman King, Sony Pictures. Now let's see who wrote it. You guys saw the pictures already. Who wrote? Let's go there. Let's go here. It's going to take a minute for us to fully understand where I'm going with this. Okay. All right. Now you guys see this. Now I'm going to go to Wikipedia. And I want to show you guys what Woman King is, right? You guys see the Wikipedia page of. Now look, who's the writers? We know who gave us the money. Now we want to see Who wrote the screenplay? Who wrote the story on this black African queen that became a king? You guys got to follow me here. Story by who? Maria Bello. Oh, Maria Bello. Oh. This Maria Bello? Oh, let's see if she's a black woman. Her mother is Polish. Her mother is Polish and her father is Italian. Her father is an Italian American and her mother is Polish American. Oh, y'all can't see it. Shit, let me pull it over. Let me show y'all. Oh, here it is right here. You guys got to see this. Because this is, they telling y'all that this is history. Thank God for independent media, though. Do y'all read this? Read the top two lines. There you go. She wrote the screenplay. Oh man, you see how they play us? I don't need to go any further. Because we got to understand a woman can't be a king. And the fact that they're doing this to us and we fall in line. Be like, hail to the woman queen. Hail to the woman queen. But we fall for it every time. You know, Joe Biden said, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. And they saying, yeah, they definitely trying to be little man, and they definitely saying, if you don't black women, if you don't support this movie, you ain't supporting your culture. I'm just saying. What's up, Al?
Hey, what up, Freddie, man? How you feeling, brother?
I'm good, man. Turn this down in the back.
Hey, turn that TV down, please.
Oh, that's your TV. Okay, no big deal. But go ahead.
Oh no, that was probably the fan. How does it sound now?
It's fine. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's interesting how you broke that down, man, with that movie, and then you went to the producers and the story writers and everything, and basically we got people that aren't part of the culture that's telling the story of what is supposed to be our history. Now, how you doing, champion?
My brother, how you doing?
All right. People got to understand the significance of what's occurring and why it's occurring. Now, see, the last couple of years, the climate of the country, as far as the racial issues are concerned, we've seen some seismic shifts occur. And with all the rioting that occurred, pre-pandemic and during the pandemic, some things was really into effect, and some subject matter that really hadn't been talked about or even considered had came up into consideration. Some substantial changes was about to be made, and you can see now how they playing. You can see now how they're playing on the black mind, and they using the woman because the woman is more. She's more introduced into the society, into the society. Like, she has more power now. You understand what I'm saying? So what they're doing is they're basically giving us they're giving black people a feel good story, and slowly trying to change the narrative so that some of these things that was going to get considered pre-pandemic or right when the pandemic occurred, that a lot of these things won't even be talked about no more, because they figure, oh well, black people will forgive us. You know what I mean? Like we was damn near about to get reparations. This is the closest it's ever been, I believe, during the pandemic and pre-pandemic. We was damn near about to get like they was talking about like we're gonna have to do something with these niggas because they tearing shit up again and they got white folks doing it too. So it was really we really started to see some things that hadn't even been considered and wasn't I didn't think I was gonna see it in my lifetime, but now they really playing on people and they using a woman, you know what I mean, which is the easiest component of the black family to manipulate, you know. But I'll let some other brothers talk on this. I know y'all want to come in on the chat, so go ahead.
We'll go Champ and Blu-ray. Go ahead, Champ. How you doing, dog?
All right. I'm good, brother.
Great to see you.
I'm glad that you put this on tonight, man. Just had a discussion with a brother of mine, man, real close brother, for about 2 hours, man, on the phone, and he was saying he can't understand why black people would boycott this. You know that there are black actors and actresses that are getting work, and why would you boycott it? And I was trying to understand. I said, I understand the boycott. I said, I wouldn't tell people to not to boycott. I would think that I would tell people to go and see it because, for one, they know that we don't know our history. So they can present stuff like this, you know what I'm saying? And for those who don't know the history, you know, they'll eat it up just like, you know, we're doing. If you know history and you know who the Dahomey was, they were a fierce tribe of women warriors, Amazons. They borrowed that idea with this mythological Wonder Woman. They borrowed that from the Dahomies. Stan Lee, when he wrote the Black Panther, he came up with the idea for the all-female security for the Black Panther from the Dahomies. So they know our history. But you know, this movie by no means is historical. What's historical whatsoever. So if you're going to see this for some historical content, you can forget that because it's not giving you that. If it was not for the Dahomey, the slave trade would not have been what it was. The Dahomies were so vicious. They were so brutal to so many, because a lot of that stuff was tribal. What was going on? The British, no way they could have gone in and taken as many slaves as they did, but because of the Dahomey being the type of warriors they were able to do that. But the thing is that, like I said, they were so brutal. They had when they would get slaves, if a lot of those slaves didn't get on the ships, they actually just started beheading their own people. I'm telling you, man. When you just look at some documentaries on the Dahomey's, and you'll see how brutal and wicked they were. How bad do you have to be to where your own colonizer has to step in and say, "Hey, wait a minute, god damn, what are you all doing?" Your own colonizer. And in the movie, they tried to present this narrative like they had a change of heart and wasn't going to be involved in the slave trade anymore. That's not true. The only reason that they stopped in being a part of the slave trade was because they got colonized themselves. That's the only reason they stopped. You know, but yeah, like I was saying, that you know they were, you know, very strategic, very powerful warriors, but the stuff that they was doing, man, you know, a lot of that stuff, like I said, was tribal, you know, and the shit they was doing was evil, man. There's a book called The Tree of Forgetfulness, and what they were doing was they were trying to do these rituals, you know, to ward off, because you know African they're into the whole spiritual thing, so they would do this ritual, trying to ward off, you know, basically karma coming back on their ass. You know what I'm saying? And they would have the African slaves do this ritual to where they would actually forget their heritage, forget who they were, and it was supposed to make them a better slave for the British. It was crazy, man. You know, it was crazy. But yeah, man, they were very wicked, and the boycott is that this is not they should not be glorified. That's what people were boycotting about. The homies should not be glorified. I've heard people saying to kind of give Viola Davis a break on this one. Probably not knowing the history and not knowing the controversy that would follow behind it. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people were saying, give her a break on this one. She probably didn't know. But this reminds me of. I understand you have to embellish to move a storyline, but then when you just put bullshit out there and people don't know their history accept it. It's just like with that Harriet Tubman movie. Bunch of bullshit. They just, not only did they embellish, but they just added shit that had no historical content that wasn't even involved in what Harriet Tubman was doing. They had black bounty hunters out there. That was bullshit. But because of their agenda, and I agree with Spike Lee. Spike Lee said that they should not be telling our stories. Now, I don't like a lot of his movies, but he's right when he says that. They should not be telling our stories, and I agree with him. And this was one of the arguments that I was having with my brother. He was trying to tell me, "Oh, well, I don't believe that. You mean to tell me that a white director couldn't have done Malcolm X?" I said, "No, a white director could not have done Malcolm X." You know what I'm saying? That's not his story to tell. Because he white. Yes, exactly. And another thing in this movie, man, and what I'll tell you about this gay agenda when they do this. Now, this king, the character that played the king, that was a real dude. But what I didn't like is that they put this gay dude in here. You know what I'm saying? And you basically had to decide: was this a male concubine? Was this somebody that was that had say so in his kingdom? Why did he throw this? Why was this gay dude thrown in here among all these beautiful women and wives that this king had? What was this gay dude doing? You know what I'm saying? So, but I look at that as that's some subliminal shit that they doing, because they always push that gay shit on us. And this is the kind of thing that you get, from white writers. You know what I'm saying? And this is why I agree with Spike Lee when he says they shouldn't be telling our stories.
Right.
Yeah. Go ahead. Speak on that.
Well, first of all, Round Table Talk finally got some common sense. I done finally heard him talk some truth, my brother. I'm proud of you. We finally agree on something. Hey, champion, why would you tell people to go watch this movie? Like, help me out.
Well, because the thing is, like, I went to see it because, in order for me to be able to be able to discuss it with people, I needed to know, what was in the movies. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want anybody to say, "Well, had you even seen it before you criticize it?" So that's why I went to see it. I
got you. But I'm just saying, you just told people to go watch the movie. Like, you done told us what the basis of the movie was, and then when you know the true history of the Dahomey tribe, then you can just put two and two together and just tell the truth about the Dahomey tribe without actually going to watch the movie. Because when I found out that there were white writers, I already told myself, I'm not going to go watch it. I'm not putting no money in no white folk pocket. I'm not doing it, period. You know what I'm saying? And then when and it's just like you said something that was so true, because I did my research myself. When you got the white Christians that had to come, you went to battle and war with white Christians because y'all were having human sacrifices of your own people. You knew they were doing too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's bad when you're sacrificing your own kind. It's like, when you go really look at the history and do your research, bro, it's literally disgusting, bro. Like, it's really disgusting what these women were doing. And now, champion, since you did see the movie, I heard this. Now, tell me if I'm wrong. Now, somebody did tell me that at the end she killed the father of her child.
Yeah, but understand that character that she played did not exist. That was part of the embellishment where they had to move the storyline along.
No, but I'm saying in the movie, in the movie, they made her kill the man that she had a baby by.
Right.
So just think about taking a man out the home, the
Exactly.
whole women liberation
Right.
mindset. I don't
Right.
need a man, all of that. So when you look at the
Right.
underlying, message in the
Right.
woman killing the man she had a baby by, bro, it's just all, bro. I don't even get me started, bro. Please
Right.
don't.
See,
Like,
that's the
I hate
part of that
this.
subliminal shit. You know what I'm saying? That's that subliminal shit that I was trying to explain to my brother that wasn't getting it. You know. But you're right. You're right about that.
And then what's her name? The girl that was right there with Will Smith when he walked up to the stage. What was her name?
Viola
What's her?
Davis.
No, not Viola, because the girl that they gave the role to initially. What's her name? Lupita? Is that
Yeah,
her name?
Lupita.
Yeah,
She
she
wasn't.
turned
She wasn't in it.
no. That's who they gave the role to at first. She turned the role down when she found out the true history of the
Oh,
Dahomey
the homie.
tribe.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, she turned it down because she was like, when she found out the true history, she said, "Nah, I'm not playing that," because she knew it was a lie. So then they
Right.
gave it to Viola Davis.
Yeah.
Nah, but
So
that's all.
that shows that Viola Davis, she was well aware of what came with that role, because a lot of a good producer is gonna tell you to do some history on your role so that you can better embody the character. So she
Right.
she did the research, and I'm quite sure she probably, has some context of why the other woman had not taken the role or had turned down the role or whatever. So she had ample opportunity to know exactly what she was getting herself involved with. And I didn't even know that it was that much historical context. And you gave me a lot of perspective, champion, because man, I didn't even, I knew some
Right.
things like that existed within us, but I didn't know it was this. I didn't know this story was the one that was behind it. You know what I mean? So it's disgusting in a lot of ways, but you see how they use the climate of what's going on in America and what's going on within our people. They just totally just flip us, man, mentally, like, but we accept it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And we take pride in, like, oh yeah, they telling our story, and it's black people. Like,
Right.
man, motherfuckers is just sick, man. Like, it's crazy, man.
See what you were saying earlier about the talks of reparation that's happening. I actually, their go-to is, well, why would we give you our reparations when your own sold yourselves into slavery? I heard a woman on Don Lemon, what is it, CNN? She was actually arguing that fact that because of the viciousness of the Dahomies doing what they were doing to their people, whereas the British had to step in. She said, if anyone needs reparation, we do, because some of us died, in stopping what was going on during that time. You know what I'm saying? So that's the bullshit that they come
Yeah,
with. You know what I'm saying?
they twist it in a million different ways, and
Exactly.
it's unthinkable. It's unthinkable, just foolery, and
Right.
bullshit, man. And we
Right.
we eat it up. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like gullible
Right.
minds eat that shit up. You know what I
Right.
mean?
You would not believe how many people that I've spoken to who had no idea who the Dahomey was, and their thing was, oh, I didn't know, I never heard of them until I saw this movie. I didn't know who they were, and that's what they play on. They know that a lot of us don't know our history. This is
Right.
why they can feed us the bullshit they feed us.
Yeah. But I always, like, I didn't have no historical context. I didn't know any. You just informed me and educated me. But I always, we most of us that grew up in the hood, or we grew up with parents or grandparents that taught us to keep our sixth sense on us at all times. We can kind of like delve into matters and see that something ain't matching up.
Right.
Just the fact that you got that title on there, living in the times we living in right now, that right there strike me as something strange. Like, why would you put that? Like, I don't. They wouldn't do that in a white movie.
Exactly. You
The,
absolutely right about
you
that.
get what I'm saying? Like the structure of the home is not set up that way. Like
Right.
we the only ones that subscribe to that bullshit because it's cool.
Exactly.
Like a
Yeah.
woman calling herself a king and
Exactly.
always trying to take the place of a man, and a man being viewed as, replaceable. Like that shit is only appealing to our audience. You get what I'm saying? White
Right.
people look at that shit
Right.
and laugh at it. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly. That's that sexual confusion. You know what I'm saying? That's what they do to our to our women. They emasculate our men. They sexually confuse our women. And
And
that whole thing. I'm sorry. Go ahead. What were you about to say?
it's crazy because I was doing I started a new job today, so I was doing an orientation and everything, and
Mm-hmm.
I was, we had to do like some on the employee portal. We had to do like some videos about sexual harassment, and it's just like I just seen how like now how they even with like the gender orientation and all that, how they are like subtly, but effectively just making that very uncomfortable, like to where the crazy part about it is like you can't argue with someone, and I'm not trying to change the subject, but I'm just gonna tie this in there and make a point. You can't
Right.
argue about someone, you can't argue or even you can't even disagree with what a person feel like they gender
Hey, Eric.
orientation or how they identify themselves. You gotta just accept that. But you can be uh
Eric.
you can be fired or whatever or disciplined for having a common idea of like saying that this is a man. Like it's very crazy because they want your thinking to totally change. Like man, I can't call a man a woman because that's not how I seem. Like forget how he see himself. That's his personal belief. But now you're infringing upon my personal belief because this is how I personally believe. Like I believe you was born a man and you are a man still. Because in certain situations, even if I had to protect myself, say for instance it was a situation where I had to protect myself and I handled the situation how I would handle a man. I have to prepare myself mentally to know that I'm dealing with a man because he's a man. You get what I'm saying? It just
Right.
the mental play on it, man. It's perversion, man, at its sickest and most twisted level, man. It's
Yeah. Yeah,
God, man.
you're absolutely right about that, brother. And this is one reason why I say that our women have been compromised because we support that bullshit. They support that bullshit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's one reason why I say that our women have been compromised. Another thing that I was arguing with this brother about is he was trying to tell me that so you're telling me that what did he say? He said that white people are only white people are gay. I said no, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that it's in their culture. You see what I'm saying? Pedophilia is in their culture. Homosexuality is in their culture. You know what I'm saying? That's not our culture. If you've ever been to any European countries, when you see these statues of these naked little boys and Greek statues and all that, that's pedophilia. What you're looking at. You're thinking that, oh, look at the architecture. Of these. You're thinking that, oh, they're the angels. No, man, that's pedophilia that you're looking at.
David pedophile.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So that's their culture, and it was in Rome, the whole nine. So it upsets me, man, when our people just don't see, what's happening, man. It's very upsetting.
Yeah, it is, man, because it's a mindset that's being passed on to the next generation
Exactly.
to where it's acceptable. Now you basically tainting a whole new you tainting the future, man. And it's like that's why it's really no hope because
the next generation is already
Right.
they're already tainted mentally. Like they're perverted, man. Like,
Check this out. My daughter, she's getting her master's in psychology, and we were actually talking about this whole trans nonsense, and she's being taught how to address it as opposed to what it is. You know, medically and clinically, she has to address it. You know, like it's normal. You know what I'm saying? And they just need therapy. And I'm sitting here going, what? And I said, you don't actually believe that, do you? But this is what they're teaching her.
oh yeah,
You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? And
they are.
she's getting her master's. You know,
Yeah,
for this, and
that's. Oh, I'm
it's
sorry.
crazy.
Sorry.
Go. I'm sorry. Go ahead, brother.
No, that was me cutting you off, brother.
Yeah,
I go ahead, continue. I'm sorry.
yeah. It's crazy. You know, I've even talked to my daughter this does the stage play. I mean, and they're very big in her world. You know, and the way that she talks about it, you know, is accepting, and I'm like, you got to be kidding me, you know, it's crazy, but you know, with the whole stage play stuff, that you know, she sees it all the time.
Yeah, that's why you had that what was the what's the black lady that just got elected into that position? She went viral for
Twerking.
Oh,
uh
for twerking, yeah, doing the
no
twerk.
not the twerking one, the other lady. She's a dark skinned woman with glasses. Mid-aged woman. When they asked her, they asked her to define
Oh yeah, the
what a
judge. The
yeah,
judge.
the
Oh yeah, the
judge.
Supreme Court of women.
Yeah, they asked her to
Yeah,
define what a woman was.
Find a woman.
yeah,
And she couldn't, she was sitting up there like,
you're right.
damn, I can't tell the truth amongst my
Right, I
peers.
can't tell the truth. Now this is
Like,
a woman,
right.
a black woman, and she can't
And
tell the
see,
truth.
and uh uh they purposely manipulated that situation to direct the question at her.
Exactly.
Like, that's the sick part about it, man.
Yeah.
Like all you had to do was just be honest. Like, I know I would have, like, I would just told him, like, man, because I feel like this. I can speak in a room amongst us brothers. I can speak in a room amongst kings and queens around the world, presidents, affluent people. I'm gonna say the same thing, man. The truth is the truth, man.
Yeah.
If you don't want to hear it, there's something wrong with you. It ain't nothing wrong with me.
Another thing that I wanted to say, and you mentioned it, brother, with the sexual confusion of the woman king nonsense. If you notice, when they did the Wonder Woman movie, although she was this mighty Amazon, they still made her feminine. You know what I'm saying? She still, you know what I'm saying? What was the military dude that was her love interest? Um, I can't remember the character's name, but anyway, you know what I'm saying? She still remained feminine, even though she was this powerful Amazon. You know what I'm saying? So you're right about the sexual confusion, what you were saying, L, earlier. You know,
Yeah,
even you can go further back to remember, I don't know if you guys, I might be telling my age here, but there was a TV show called used to be called Xena, Warrior Princess.
Xena
Nah,
Warrior.
I remember
Okay.
Zane.
Okay, they still, even though she was, you know, who she was, they still made her feminine.
right.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't none of that woman king nonsense.
Yeah, man. We
Yeah.
just gotta. But for those of us that are few and far between now, it seems, we just got to teach our kids, man, and continue to press the truth, man, upon our kids, man, and try to, totally keep that bullshit just out of they circumference of learning. You know what I mean? That's why
Yeah.
I don't even subscribe to the educational system, because what am I gonna put my kids in the care of people that want to pervert their minds?
Right.
And then you put me in a position to where I gotta correct it,
Right.
but you basically having me correct the problem that you created in order to cause confusion and chaos in my home. You get what I'm saying?
Round table. As a former educator, I don't agree 100% with that.
Well, I want to know why and inform me.
Well, because you got some educators that are like me that are woke and that know the truth, and that when I'm teaching your kid, or when your kid is under my care, I'm trying to unravel the confusion that they have at home, because you don't understand how many kids that you deal with that come to school that don't understand basic hospitality. They don't understand, they don't have just the basics of morality, and they're kids. You know what I'm saying? They don't know how to say excuse me. They don't know how to say thank you. And I'm up here basically teaching kids every day, just on basic simple stuff on how to stay out of trouble. You know what I'm saying? When you got, bro, you gotta understand, bro. I had I think she was a 6th grader, bro. And so this was the story. She was raised by her mom, single mother.
Oh, she was raised.
Yeah,
okay,
so watch this. No, she was raised by her mom. So the mom's single mother, she doing what she got to do. I respect it. But there was a little boy that was inside the gym that she was dealing with. Now, notice I said dealing with. I'm talking about 5th and 6th graders, right? So the little boy mom worked at night, so he was being raised by a single mother. So they stayed in the same apartment complex. So what was happening was the little girl was going down to the boy apartment, and the boy was at home alone every day. Wow. And so they were messing around. Now, when I confronted the little boy was like, she taking advantage of me. At first, I didn't believe it. But come to find out, it was the little girl being promiscuous, forcing the little boy, because the little boy was real timid, but she was basically forcing herself on the little boy. So when I found out, I go to the assistant principal. I'm like, bro, so, I tell him the whole rundown. He was like, bro, we done already talked to the mother. We done dealt with this, yada, yada, this, yada, yada, that. Because Fred should know, when you're in the education system, bro, it's a lot that we do that people don't see. And then there's a lot of things that you want to do, but your hands are tied, that you can't do. Because there's certain lines you can't cross as an educator. But when you got a real heart for kids, you just try to go over and beyond.
Right.
So the assistant principal, when I talked to him and I told him what was going on, et cetera, he told me that the mama said I told her about that. That was the mom's only response was, I told. Now we done told you what your daughter is doing, and her only response was, I told her about doing that. I'm like, that's it?
It's disgusting.
I'm like, baby, she in this. And so I'm gonna tell you, bro, one day I pulled, bro. I swear to God, bro, it brought tears to my eye, bro. I literally cried in front of 6th grader face, bro. So I pulled in the office one day, and I just wanted to have a conversation with her, because I knew I couldn't do nothing. And I was just like, why do you do this? And bro, this little girl told me out of her mouth. She said, I don't know. She said, I don't know why I do this, but when I see cute boys, it makes me want to do strange things.
Damn.
Bro, we talking about a baby, bro, a 6th grader, bro. Bro, I literally busted out in tears, bro, because as a father, bro, I'm like, yo, but I can't do nothing because we don't talk to the mother. So even though people might look at the education system bad, bro, I know a bunch of good teachers, bro, that'll stand up, that not with the bull crap, that will refuse to teach certain things if the system is trying to put down. They ain't going for it. So
I salute those ones like yourself, but I just know it's gonna be hard, and it's already been proven that it's gonna be hard for those, even as a collective group, to be able to defeat the system, because the system is in play for a specific reason.
But
And that
round time, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say that. I don't mean to cut y'all, but I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna stand on this statement though. If the education system is having more influence on your child than you the problem.
partially true, but watch
Nah,
this
it ain't
though.
ain't nothing partial
Uh,
about it.
I'm gonna
There's
watch this
nothing
though,
partial
Blu-ray.
about it because your
Watch this,
child is
Blu-ray.
your responsibility. No matter what they teach,
Of course,
it's up to you to filter that and teach the truth.
of course, but watch this though, Blu-ray. Your point kind of tie into my original statement. It kind of gives more credit to my original statement. Watch this. Just the simple fact that I gotta allow my children to be around other children who come from a fucked up background. I'm contending against that. I'm contending against the bullshit that they being taught in a lot of these schools, the curriculum that's now on the books. I gotta contend with that. I gotta contend with my kid being around other kids. I just personally believe that it's in my best interest and my children's best interest to be a forward thinker, to say this is not even the best option anymore.
So round table. So hold on. So watch this. So me and you as grown men, we deal with life in general, right? Every man on this platform deal with life. We have things coming from every angle possible. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah, for sure.
So why not? Why not? I'm not scared to let my kid go to school and be around other kids, because at the end of the day, the foundation of what I put in him, the core of what I put in him, is gonna supersede all that. It's like trying to hide your kid from life. Bro, we as adults, bro, we got trouble coming on every side each and every day. We can't hide from it. We got to deal with it. We got to face it head on.
Not at all. I totally agree with that, and I believe
I don't want to tell to my kid, and then when reality hit him, they like, whoa, my dad did me a disservice. Nah, I'm gonna let you know what's out here. I'm gonna let you see it, and I'm gonna bet you every single day.
I agree with that, but my thing is, I'd rather introduce my children to the realities, because I face them, and I face them in ways which there's not even the type of protection that I had in place for these kids no more. Like it's just to me, it's.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean by there's no type of protection? Like, help me out with that. I'm lost on that one.
Well, when I was growing up, we was able to have our friends, mamas, our, it was kind of like, it was community. It wasn't as much as it was in the 70s, 80s, but we still had that. This is how bad it is nowadays. Generations used to be gaps of 15, 20 years. Now the generational gap is like 5 years now, because every 5 years you got a totally different crop of people. Like, my youngest brothers are 6, 7 years younger than me out of 8 kids. Their peer group is totally different than my peer group, because, man, our thinking is different. Totally different, just based on the societal influences.
Round table, what's wrong with that? You're not like, I'm trying to, I understand what you're saying, but how is that a detriment to society or to you? Like, I'm lost.
It's a way different world today, man, than it was when I was growing up. Totally different, man. I'm quite sure you can see that. Like, I'm fearful. I'm fearful.
I agree that.
I'm fearful for the world that my kids got to live in. I'm fearful, brother, because you know why I'm fearful.
I'm not, bro.
You know why I'm fearful?
Why would you be fearful? And at the end of the day, you're raising them and you're preparing them for the world.
I'm not fearful in a manner where I say I'm scared. No, I'm fearful because the world we living in today, man, it excludes a childhood, man. Like how can these children have a childhood? It's upon my shoulders in order for them to get it. I can't, like, my childhood growing up included playing in the street with my homeboys, man, going to their house, playing football, doing kid shit, like socializing at school. Like, it's a total different ball game now.
No, I
Like
agree. I agree with
it's
that
a
aspect of it.
you,
There's
you
no
get what I'm
community,
saying?
there's no
So
neighborhood. I got you.
I'm fearful for the fact that, man, I'm gonna have to do something if I put my kid in this world because there's so many fucking predators. And I'm not just talking about sexual predators. It's motherfuckers that's trying to influence kids to live a life that they glorify that ain't shit, you know, that's leading for the pen or putting
But let me
girls,
let me
pimping
say
them
this,
out to
round table.
prostitution, all kind of shit, man.
Let me say this, round table. Now, growing up in the hood, you know, me and my partners, we used to go outside every day, go ride bikes, and you know, we had the typical childhood coming up. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that did a lot of us a disservice, in my opinion. Because watch this. And I know me and Fred might be on the same lane. Fred gotta back me up if we're in the same lane. But I don't want my son hanging with kids his age. It's a waste of time, in my opinion. Because
I agree.
when I sit back and look at all the time that I wasted, bro, my son hangs with me.
That's the point. That's the point I'm making.
Hold on, because I don't want him riding bikes, wasting time with his partner. No, bro, every day we got an agenda, bro.
Now
because
look,
I'm trying to prepare you for real life. I feel like not having goals, not having structure growing up actually did me a disservice. But when you give a child structure and you're preparing them for something bigger than them, then that it'll already be in them, so it's not abnormal to them. So it's like some people look at me and be like, "Oh, he real uppity and he don't let his kid do this and he don't let his kid do that." But that's fine. I'm cool with that because at the end of the day, when I get done and you're gonna see the manifestation of the product, then you're like, okay, that's why he did that. Because me, bro, I grew up thugging. That's all I did my whole life. And I turned out successful thanks to be to God. But at the end of the day, I wasted a lot of time and a lot of years, bro, on nonsense. And I could have been way past where I am now.
That again falls in line with my point. Why would I even see? I have a goal, a personal goal of mine, to where when my son turned 5-year-old, I want to be able to I want my life to be financially in a situation to where I can spend the rest of my time developing him, because at 5 years old is when you really start, you know, waking up to things. Your senses start becoming appealing and you start like becoming real like curious about things. So I want to be able to be there to mold my child every step of the way, because why would I even allow him to be around kids at school that I know that don't come from good homes? I gotta contend with so many other things that are just it's counterproductive. Like I know the steps. Like I made all the mistakes for my kids don't ever have to make it.
That's a fact.
I'm gonna give you, like I was like that with my little brothers. I used to tell them, look, man, I didn't did it all out here. And the things that I didn't do is because I knew it wasn't the right thing to do. And look, I made enough mistakes so y'all don't have to make none. And eventually down the line, they all came back and was like, man, you was right, man, this was right. But I didn't have too much control over, because my mama still had her hand in the situation. She wanted to rear him this way, rear him that way, because she had the power. But I got total power on my kids' life. So whether or not
and with you saying that, then that should even be more reason that you shouldn't be scared.
Oh no, I'm not. When I say fearful, I'm not saying fearful that I'm scared. I'm not scared of nothing but God. That's it.
No, I'm talking about for your children, round table.
No, yeah, I'm fearful because like their prospect of a childhood and of a life is totally different than mine. Like I cannot see.
But round table, I'm going right back to but my point though. So that's true, but with you leading them and guiding them, and most of all being an example in front of your children, is going to help them even the more, because I'm not sure about your background. See, my mom and dad didn't raise me. See what I'm saying?
Yeah. So your perspective is different.
So I didn't have no mom or dad that raised me. So you got to understand that.
Watch this,
you got to understand that pushed me to be an even better father.
Now watch this though, Blu-ray. I feel you on that, but watch this. this how I see it too. You know, some of the coldest killers, some of the coldest gangsters I know, some of the hardest niggas I know in the street, they came from two-parent families. They came from middle-class families. They had both of their parents. Like, it's tricky, man, when you raising kids, man. It's tricky. I seen some of the dudes in elementary that niggas call squares, and man, them niggas turned out to be ruthless killers. I seen that, man. So you like, man, where did his family go wrong? Shit, they didn't go wrong. He was just around the wrong influence at school. He thought something was cool because the girls liked it. You get what I'm like?
Yeah, but watch this. But watch this. At the end of the day, you're only in school for so long. So
I'm gonna tell you, in this society that we live in, watch this. I'm gonna break it down to you like this, and this is why I got a plan that I got. Watch this. Unless you just got bankroll like that, and even if you got bankroll, you gotta manage it and you gotta maintain it. So a lot of your time is gonna be given to making that money. Now watch this. If you work like 90% of the people in this country, especially if you're in the hood, 100% of the people in the hood working. You going to work 8 hours a day. Now let's break this down mathematically.
I agree.
Watch this. Let's break this down mathematically. Let's break this down mathematically.
I know where you're going.
Okay, let's break this down mathematically though. Hold on.
Let me say this. So hold on,
Blu-ray, just so I can give everybody.
I got you. Let me just make this. See, I'm speaking from somebody that's retired.
Right.
See, I'm retired.
See, that's what I'm saying.
I control everything. So my situation is a little different.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, you got to think about it. 90% of these kids is being raised by their peers. They're not being raised by their parents, even if they got both parents. Watch this.
That's a fact.
You go to school from 8 to 3, right?
Facts.
8 to 3 o'clock. Now your mama go to work from 9 to 5. So you ain't seeing your mama till 6 o'clock. But it's bedtime already. So you doing that 5 days a week. You probably spending 1 hour with your mama. Or your dad, or both.
And then watch this round table. And then if you would a single mother and she dating, that's a whole nother situation.
Right. So look, I didn't see it, man. Look, as a kid, all I did.
Round table. I used to tell my students, you spend more time with me than you do with your own parents.
And they peers, because watch this. All I did when I was young was study people, man. That's all I did was study people. Like, cats used to be like, damn near every girl at the school liked me either because they thought I was cute or because they knew I was super intelligent because they seen how I performed in school. Watch this. But everybody's be like, man, why you don't got a girlfriend, Mario? I said, because I've been watching them. One day they like this boy. One day they like that boy.
That's a fact.
And then I just noticed, damn, my older brother, he had a girlfriend. And now this year he got another girlfriend. So I said, we ain't going to be together too long. And you got a little 8-year-old and 9-year-old talking about they love each other. Like, to me, love was always something serious because I love the shit out of my mom. And I said, one day I'm gonna love a woman like this. So why am I gonna get too involved in this girl and she ain't gonna love me but for a couple of days or a week or 2 weeks? So, like, we are creatures of habit, man. Like, it's a cycle, man. The same. We humans, man. Change. People don't. So I understand.
Real quick, man, because I want to hear Kyle's take on this with him being the father of 4. But I agree with both points that you and Blu-ray made, and you guys are both right. And L, you definitely right with the peers being around, because my father came out of a 2-parent household and he was a career criminal. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you're absolutely
that's the minority though in comparison to single parent home.
Now that's a fact. Now that's a fact, Fred. That's a fact.
Yeah, we dealing with the majorities right now. We're not dealing with the outliers. Yeah.
I had a conversation with somebody today. They was like, "Oh, why can't you just co-parent?" I'm like, "Nigga, it's you got a higher chance of success when there's 2 parents in the household." You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling them, like, you got to pick your responsibility over love, or, you know what I'm saying, or being in love, or, you know what I'm saying, or how you feel about some shit. You got to put your kids in front of that. That's why I always tell people, like, it's like, nigga, they didn't ask to be brought into this world, man. We did that. You know what I'm saying? And I think that your responsibility is more important than chasing love. I think love is overrated. I think responsibility is more important to me. That's how I feel. I think a 2-parent household is necessary because I seen what it did with me and my brother not having my pops in the household at all times. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
So I think for me, although he was in my life, it could have been a whole lot better had he been in the house. Now, who's to say that if he's in the house, he wouldn't have been shit? Because there is 2-parent households where neither parent ain't worth a damn. You know what I'm saying? But those are some outliers. You know what I'm saying? Those are some outliers. But as for me and mine, no matter what I go through,
Yeah,
I
that's
gotta
very
make sure
true. You know,
my
my
responsibility
uncle.
to my kids is absolutely paramount.
Yeah, that's very true what you're saying, Kyle. My uncle, man, he was a tyrant. You know what I'm saying? And my cousins, they were in a 2-parent household, and he was a tyrant, man. He had the family walking around on eggshells. You know what I'm saying? He shot the mother in the leg. He drug her down the street, hanging out her car door. The dude was a tyrant. So you're absolutely right about that.
Yeah, man. It's a lot though, because but like, man, Roundtable said some shit that makes sense though, because I work in the hospital, right? And the shit that I see is I'm telling you, the world is not built how it used to be. You know what I'm saying? We were tough, man. We were tough, man. You know what I'm saying? Come here, big boy. Come here. I don't even own my man cave.
Tell me, I don't know how much you're still involved in the school system, Blu-ray. I was talking to a brother today, and well, El, maybe you can answer this. I heard that he told me that they're taking teaching slavery and critical race theory out of the schools. Have you heard that? They said because they're doing that because they said that it alienates white people and it makes them uncomfortable to know that they came from the ancestry that it came from. Were doing the colonizing and the evil acts that they were doing. So they're not teaching slavery and they're taking critical race theory out of schools. Have you heard that?
I've heard of it. I've heard some buzz circulating around that talk. I'm not. I would have to actually ask my nieces, and my nephew more about it, because my son 1 right now. Like I said, I don't plan for him to go to public school because really, in order to be successful in this world, I don't believe in the educational system, because none of that shit I learned in school has made me any amount of money that's necessary to call myself making a living wage.
Right. That's true.
It's unnecessary, man. You to survive in this world, the only education you need is a divine education, and you need financial education. That's it. Some of the most successful people when it comes to money that I know don't even have education. Formal education as we know it. They have financial education. They have good business sense. They have good practical business sense. So, but I've heard of this a lot of buzz going around this, and it's just you see the twisted perversion, the perverted thing. Like, you see how they twisting the whole narrative. Like, that's crazy, man. Like, again, I believe they doing all of this because, like I said, man, I never thought I would see the day in my lifetime that we would be even so close to even being considered, that talk of reparations to be considered, man. But like right before the pandemic and during the pandemic, that was the closest. That's why I think that everybody got EDD, man. They, like Trump said, I got to give these people some money to cool them down, because that's what you do. You got to, like, because like cats was really, and it was like the thinking in the black community, it was like a moving force. Like, black people was like, man, fuck it. Like, it was like that everywhere in America. Like, that was the common thinking. Like, man, fuck it, man. We turning up. Like, and it got them white folks' attention, man. And they was like, man, we got to do something. As soon as they gave that money, everybody calmed down. Like, but right before they gave that money, it was talks about the reparations. And I'm like, nigga, I told all my boy, I said, nigga, they about to do something serious, homie, because they really, like, nigga, these niggas is tired, and see, it never becomes something serious. Like, we can never tell Whitey off. We can't do it. They not going to accept it. It takes Whitey to expose Whitey. So once Whitey, they seen, oh man, he behind. Our young people is behind the movement. Our college students are behind the movement. They marching with these niggas. They fed up too. Oh man, we got to do something. We got to do it quick.
Well,
I'm gonna tell you like this though. I'm gonna tell you like this. Me and Fred say this shit all the time. Ain't nobody coming to save your black ass, man. Get up your ass and get it done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Listen, knowing your history is absolutely fantastic. You know what I'm saying? It's the best thing ever. But at the end of the day, I ain't letting shit hold me back. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, 6th grade, I was special ed. They ain't stop me from doing shit. You know what I'm saying? Right. So, dog, we can't allow the old times to dictate how we react right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm not bringing up the fact that we were victims. I ain't a victim, I'm a victor. You know what I'm saying? It's time to get out that victim mentality. It's okay to tell your kids about what happened, but it's also great to tell them how we persevered and where we are now. You know what I'm saying? Right. Yeah, it's still racism. Absolutely. But at the end of the day, we more racist to each other than the white man has ever been.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Listen, I was telling Fred, you know what I'm saying? I said, shit, I might take this chain back. Shit. You know what I'm saying? You can't even enjoy the fruits of your fucking labor. You know what I'm saying? You can't even enjoy the fruits of your fucking labor. You get what I'm saying? Right. You can't even go to a decent restaurant and have a piece of fucking chicken. You know what I'm saying? You can't even have a waffle, you know what I'm saying? The waffle with the syrup, with the mac and cheese. You can't even enjoy a meal without a motherfucker coming in trying to rob you for a Rolex.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I'm saying? And it's disgusting. You know, in the words of the great philosopher Tupac Shakur, man, he said one of the best lines a man could have ever said. You know what I'm saying? He said, they tell me it's the white man that I should fear.
And they say it's the white man I should fear, but it's my own kind doing all the killing here.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And let's be honest, right? Fred don't like Farrakhan. But I sent him something that Farrakhan said, right? He said back in the 60s, we knew who the enemy was. We knew the white man was the enemy. We knew this. We knew he was the enemy. Now we don't know who the fucking the enemy is. And a nigga look like me, look like you, like a nigga look just like you, or do you worse than? Listen, man, I'm telling you, I tell you all the truth, right? In high school, the best teacher I ever had when I was in high school was a white man from Virginia named Matthew Ring. You know what I'm saying? The only reason why I graduated from high school was because of this guy, right? I had 1,000 black teachers, right? But none of those teachers
could reach you.
Dug in like how he dug in. Like, I was gonna quit, bro. Like, I was done. I was gonna quit. You know what I'm saying? School was not my thing. I was about to quit. He told me, right, this last test, he said, listen, if you quit now, you're gonna quit for the rest of your fucking life. He said, dude, you could do this shit. You know what I'm saying? All you gotta do is get a fucking C. You know what I'm saying? That's all you gotta do. All you gotta do is get a C. You could do this shit, man. Because before you leave to this adult school, this would be one less thing you got to focus on when you go. So just do this shit, man. Fuck it. So I did the shit. And nigga, when I tell you, I passed by like 2 points. Probably even a point. I barely made it, but shit, fuck it, I made it. You know what I'm saying? But so I always hold him in high regard. So, you know, they always say, oh, white man, white man, white man. But a white man saved my life, though. So that's why I like to judge nigga on their character. Fuck your skin tone. Because I done seen some fucked up niggas do some terrible shit. And I seen some white folks help me. You know what I'm saying? And my barber used to have this saying, right? If you ain't gonna help me, don't hurt me. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to be a nigga out my way. You know what I'm saying? Be a nigga over there. but allow us to build with each other. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Look, remember, this is what I'm saying, man. The good old days when niggas used to rob other people, these used to be drug dealers. You know what I'm saying? You take their drug money because they can't call the police. You know what I'm saying? Now, dude, bro, my grandma can't even go to the goddamn grocery store without a nigga trying to take her purse. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the BIP capital. BIPing is like when they break into your car and shit. I'm in like the BIP capital. You can't even leave a cheeseburger on your dashboard without these motherfuckers breaking your window to try to take the damn burger. You know what I'm saying? Like, dog, there's no honor amongst thieves. There's no rules in these streets. You know what I mean? There's nothing. You know what I'm saying? So we got to figure out, like Fred always say, like, this gang bang culture is one of the worst things that happened to the Black community. Yeah, it started off as something that was supposed to be revolutionary, like the Black Panthers, where we supposed to come together and do some shit. But that shit is over with. This ain't the 60s. You know what I'm saying? This ain't the 60s. So we got to do our part. Fuck what the white man got going on. You know what I'm saying? We need to separate Black people from niggas. That's what we gotta do. That's what we gotta do. Because white folks do that shit, bro. They'll tell you, they white trash. You know what I'm saying? They white trailer park trash. They said it. They don't carry everybody with them. Oh no, they're trailer park trash. We bring the niggas with us. Oh yeah, man, they robbed the grandmama. Come on, man. You still invited to the cookout.
Yeah, you hating. You trying to tear a brother down.
No, that's real shit. You know, I find it very disgusting that it's a trend now about how niggas is talking about checking in. Like that shit then became trendy now. And like, don't get me wrong. Like everybody that's saying that, like, cause I know cats in the street, man, that's well intended, man, but they few and far between. Most cats is really trying to extort you, man, and really trying to take your money. Like once you go and check in with these cats, you gotta pay the ticket. Once you do it, once you on the line, you on the hook.
Yep.
And then another thing, what it does is it puts you in danger with them because now they got the drop on you. They can send a nigga to you and be like, look, man, just hit me upside the head with the gun, nigga, and take his shit. We'll split it when we get back, hook back up tonight. Like it ain't it ain't cool, man. Like I tell cats, man. For one, you shouldn't be perpetrating no lifestyle like that, because even cats that's real hard cats and real gangsters, man, they don't even move like that. Like dudes is not even trying to be around that element, man. Like especially if you got a celebrity status, man. You not trying to be around that element, man. You trying to remove yourself from anything that resembles that, because you know what come with it. Like it's crazy how these dudes work so hard to get out the hood just to go back. Like what the fuck are y'all doing? And it's crazy, man. You know, like I say, man, get you some security, some cats that's really, and pay them. Because if you don't pay them, these cats got all this money, but they don't want to pay for security. Like I'm talking about cats that's licensed to kill. And if you pay them good, they gonna make sure they take care of you, and make sure you are able to carry too, because can't nobody protect your body better than you. So make sure you're in a position. See, when you got bodyguards, that's just that's a good look. That's a deterrent. But if you packing too legally, then hey, I got a right to defend myself, and if need be, I'm getting off too. But it's how you move too. A lot of these cats, man, they not moving correctly. Like, what are you doing in the hood, man? It's no point. Like PNB Rock, good brother, he got a right to eat wherever he want. He a free man traveling in America. But you gotta use discernment. It's not safe for me to move like this. Why am I doing it? You didn't already talked about a situation to where you almost got flipped and robbed. Like, why would you put yourself in that position again? Like now you just being stupid.
Like you not ignorant no more. You stupid, nigga. And you
You know what they
basically.
always say? Oh, it'll never be me.
And I'm gonna tell you like this. This what I learned. This what I learned just from growing up. Every cat I seen get killed, right? They always got a warning. You gonna get a warning. Your warning gonna come. It's very rare a cat just get iced just first time off the porch. Nah, you gonna get it. Most times you gonna get a warning. And that's gonna be a decisive, that's gonna be a decisive moment in your life, whether you're gonna go left, you're gonna go right, or you're gonna stay on the same course. You gotta make a decision at that point. And like you said, Cal, oh, it ain't gonna be me, man. It's a lot of other niggas that'll take that place, but it ain't gonna be me. Well, as soon as you start thinking like that, that's when you put your guard down. As soon as you think like that, your guard is already down. You vulnerable and susceptible to anything happening.
That's a fact. Because you know,
Yeah, that's a good
you
point,
might,
man.
and it's the thing. No matter how much love you think you got in the hood, it's a motherfucker there that don't give a fuck about you
At all.
You know what I'm saying? It's a hating ass, jealous motherfucker.
And
you know what I'm saying?
Then another thing, I done been offered by cats that I know. Hey man, hey, come to this event, man. You know we got it on live. And these is cats that's reputable cats that got, pool and this and that. But watch this though. Like I tell them, I say, look at this. Listen here, man. You know, just like I know, it's niggas in your part of town, in your section, that don't give a fuck about you or me.
Right.
And watch this. Are you gonna take that bullet for me when that nigga whip out on me? Or start busting? You gonna say, oh no, don't hit him, no. Niggas gonna scatter like cats and dogs. Look, all that, oh yeah, I got this and I got, man, you got enemies right now that you running from. Like cats that talking about that checking in and checking in shit, you got enemies that you running from every day, that you avoiding or that you on the lookout for. How the fuck can you give me protection, nigga? It's impossible, nigga. That's an extortion move, man. And niggas are ego tripping and power tripping, and they preying on motherfuckers that's really scared. The best thing to do is, man, hold your own ground, man, and make decisions that best suit you. And those decisions is staying the fuck out the way. Point blank, period.
The worst thing that happened to society, bro, is cell phones with cameras, man.
Yeah. It's good, but it's also harmful too.
Yeah, it's good, but it's also harmful. You know what I'm saying? Because it's good for the fact that the shit that was happening, you now can be exposed to the masses that wasn't able to be exposed before. So it's good in a lot of ways and bad. But man, I got to roll out of here, man. It's always good to chop it
We
up.
appreciate you coming through, dog. We see you tomorrow.
Yeah, most definitely, man. I got to get this load out of here, man. Salute to my brothers, man.
Make sure you had that damn episode ready too, champ.
Yeah. I sent it to my brother last week. He should have it.
I have it.
Yeah. All right, my brothers. I get with y'all, man.
Appreciate
All right,
it.
bro. All right, champ.
All right.
Oh.
Yeah, man. It's a damn shame, man. It's a damn shame.
It is, man.
Blu-ray ain't chimed in. What's up, Blu-ray?
Nah, man, I'm just vibing. I'm just listening. I'm gonna chime in when it's time.
Okay. Yeah, man. I think not think. What I know as it pertains to like this gang culture, it's all fake. Ain't nothing real about it as it pertains to protecting the civilian and having the civilian's family man best interests at heart. I'm urging every man, don't fall into that trap. Don't fall in love with being cool, man. Lincoln and I have a saying, character over cool. And I genuinely believe that when we make it through our 20s, you know what I mean, and we enter our 30s, because there's this uneven balance as we're growing through life. Like, hey, I'm cool, I'm this, I'm that, because we don't know. you know, especially if you don't have any mentors or male role models or fathers, you kind of off balance. And that's what this platform is here to accelerate that. So you don't have to wait till you're 35 and you have a sense of urgency, or 33 or 44 like me, and I have a 7-year-old child. So you have a sense of urgency to implement all these engagements of integrity. The goal is for these 19-year-old men that are listening tonight to get it when they're 21, you know, and just put that shit to the side, because the reason why gangs are so powerful is because we embrace it. The reason why checking in is a thing is because we embrace it.
Right.
If we would have sucked the oxygen out of that shit, man, them niggas would be like roaches, man, or like those ants, you know what I mean, that you see, and they just be scattering and shit. They ain't got no home, nowhere to go. They're like, damn, man.
Yeah.
Because you know, in Oakland, we don't have like Bloods and Crips, man. It didn't last out here. It didn't make it up here.
It didn't?
Nah,
not in Oakland. But it still got its elements. The same shit. It's just it's in a different form, but it's the same. It's the same shit though. Niggas killing niggas.
Right. Niggas killing niggas. God damn.
The same shit, man. You know, like I tell cats, man. Anybody I know that has committed themselves to a life of gang membership, I always ask them, do you feel like the decision you made at 14, 15, 16 has suited you well compared to any other decision that you could have made that compared to your some of your contemporaries? Do you think that decision was the best thing for you? They all say no, because you cannot tell me that a sensible man, right, in his late 20s, even into his mid 20s, even early 20s, you smart enough to know, like, damn, nigga, I'm fucked up. My life is fucked up. Like, I done been shot. I've been shot at. You know, I didn't have to shoot at some niggas. I done been to jail. I can't get a job. I got this baby mama, that baby, whatever the case, whatever they woes amount to, they know that, damn, I fucked up. A sensible man is not going to continue to justify that decision that he made to become a gang member.
Right.
None of them, man. None of them, man. I got so many cats that hit me, man. Be like, man, you were smart, man, for not joining the gang or being involved in the politics, man. Many brothers do tell me that, man. Many brothers tell me that, man, because I didn't subscribe to the notion of causing harm to another black man for nothing. Like, this shit was senseless, man. I seen shit. Like, it literally changed. Like, when you get to middle school, it's like, okay, you live over there, you gang banging now. He gang banging now. Nigga, we played football together. We spent the night at each other's houses. Like, now you telling me, like, nigga,
we
like
cousins.
literally,
Some
right? Like,
cousins.
Like, soon as you hit a certain age and you start walking a certain way, niggas like, yeah, he a gang member. You qualify to be a gang member at a certain age. So now you gonna be characterized by where you stay at. Okay, that nigga stay over there, he a Crip. He stay over there, he a Blood. Whatever the case. And it's like, it's just like the change happened instantly. And it's like, you know what kind of mind fuckery that do to a kid that's 13, 14 years old? He like, man, I gotta say this person my enemy now, or the niggas that I grew up with on this side gonna beat me up because I don't want to. Like, niggas was really in that pickle. Like, damn, I gotta do this for real, or get beat up by people that live next to me or down the street. Like, this is it was crazy, man. Seeing that shit growing up, you know what I mean? You know, it was sickening, man. And I seen a lot of cats go, man, senseless. Like, a lot of dudes, like. I'm talking about cats, man, 14, 15, getting chipped off. Like, these cats don't even know what life is, man. A lot of these cats, man, went to jail, juvenile life, never had a girlfriend, never experienced
leaving to nigga, even out the city, like never been to the mountains, barely been to the beach, like just it's crazy, man. Like
Yeah. There's kids doing 20 years that ain't never been with a woman yet. Can
man,
you imagine that shit?
man.
Ain't lost in a basketball game yet. Like that is it's just insane when you think about the totality of this thing, man. And then here's another thing too is that the men that come home or not even come home but are ignorant to the fact that gangs is the means to nowhere, is that they got to come to, when they wake up, they got to be retrained. Like in terms of character, like it's like a baby in terms of character, integrity, job training, characteristics, all this, they got to be retrained. And how can you retrain them?
It's almost impossible, man. You know, the rehabilitation starts with you. Like it's no way another person can do it anyway. Society don't even have the answer, and it showed us. That's why we got so many repeat offenders, because the goal is not rehabilitation. Rehabilitation got to happen within yourself.
Yeah,
but it's hard though, because like I know cats that committed themselves to this lifestyle, like, and you see from the outside looking in, you see the sincerity of a person for the wrong cause, and you just got hope for that brother, because you like, man, this brother didn't convicted himself to this cause, to this destructive cause, but he's sincere in it. If only he can do what's good, like if only he know the effect that he have for a good purpose. So you see that in cats, and you be like, but it's so hard for them to make that switch, because they really committed. Like I always say, 10% of cats commit to that. Like, and it's like it's even if they isolate themselves from the gang, like they pretty much ostracize themselves from society, because they like, well, the gang life fucked me up, but I'm also so committed to being who I am and the character I become. Fuck society too. So they mainly become have-nots and has-beens, and they drift off into the dark. You get what I'm saying? Like it's crazy, man. I studied that shit a lot, man, and I've studied people characters, man, and it's like a lot of cats been lost by that, man, and now you got cats. You got a group of sick cats that glorify and they idolize the light to the youth, and now they carrying on these same demonic, spiritistic behaviors onto the new generation, and it's becoming like a fad. Like, oh yeah, this is cool. Like, man, you about to lose your whole fucking life and don't even know it. Like, you about to lose your whole life and don't even know what you headed for, man. You headed for destruction. Like,
big time. Facts.
like
Super facts.
Like I gotta tell you, you might as well go jump off a cliff 100 feet high, and at the base of the cliff is nothing but rocks, because you're doing the same thing. Like, what you want to die once, or you want to die 100 times, nigga? Like, cause being in that lifestyle, you gonna die 100 times, nigga. Like that's the equivalent of choosing that type of lifestyle, because don't nothing good like come out of it. Even cats that hold that narrative that, oh well, you know, gangs was used for, you know, the black community protection.
Hell
Look
no.
here, man.
It was the police department, right?
This shit that's going on today don't got nothing to do with that.
Zero.
Once the objective turned to where it's blacks fighting against blacks, nigga, that ain't the same movement. It totally changed. Right when that happened, nigga, that ain't the same movement, because them brothers wasn't for that.
Right.
Like them cats back in the 60s wasn't for that shit. So these new niggas that talk that, you just trying to find a way to justify your means of living and the influence, the lifestyle influences that you pushing. Nigga, it ain't no justifying that. Like, I'm vehemently against that on what it ain't no, nigga.
Talk to me with sense. It ain't no line of reasoning with that because that ain't done nothing for us blacks. That ain't done shit for our community, but hurt us and put us nigga, that put us 400 more years back.
Blu-ray?
Nah, I totally agree, man. And you know, my thing is like, and we gotta really, really put things in perspective with a lot of these guys, man. They don't even own a car. You know what I'm saying? And you expect me to check into somebody that don't own a home, don't own a car, and really, you know, don't have no true ownership or something, but you trying to take what I have, and you know, and it's just the whole persona, man, with everything that comes around it. Because I remember when we were the last time I was on, I think Mex was trying to and when I had to leave, so we didn't get to finish that conversation. He was trying to talk about the good that gangs do, but when you talk about the overall impact versus the little sprinkle of guys that might have some sense of morale, it doesn't even compare on any level the effect that gangs have to this day and that the impact it's had in the past. So, you know, me with the whole checking in thing with the whole gang culture, I'm not for it. Don't don't like it on no level, man. And you know, we gotta start loving each other and come together where we don't have to check it. When we check in, that means we should be checking on each other, not trying to take from each other. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. All facts. I agree, man. And see, that's the destructive nature of the hip hop industry, like the rap industry, because these record label execs, they pushing the message of killing. So as a rapper, 9 times out of 10, that ain't your lifestyle anyways, but you're gonna perpetrate the lifestyle and fake so that you can get this money. But in doing so, now you basically subject yourself to everything that come with that lifestyle, because now you didn't put a target on your own back because of the message you promoting. So now you gotta fake like this persona that you put on was real. So now you gotta justify the persona. Oh, now I got this person hanging with me. Now I'm checking in when I go to LA. Now I'm checking in when I go to Chicago, when I go to Atlanta, when I go to New York. But you putting yourself in the company of niggas that's really out here. See, I'm gonna tell y'all something that somebody told me that was really in that life, that's still in and out of that life. Somebody real close to me, right? Somebody I love. He said, listen, man. He said, be careful with being with me, man, because if you with me, then
you gotta embrace everything he got.
But watch this though. He took it to another level though. He said, look, your angels might not be strong enough for my demons. He said, my demons in the gym every day. He said, your angels ain't in the gym. Nigga, he said, so when he put it to me like that, I said, woo. And, you know, I've taken in proper perspective and I said, man, and that's what a lot of cats, when you put yourself, when you put yourself in them circles, nigga, the circle is bigger than what you can just see with your eyes. Like,
but think about the type of mindset you have to be comfortable with that.
Yeah. but watch this though. The mindset that comes with that is a very twisted one. And watch this. What brings you back to it is because it's actual benefits in it. Like people don't understand, like it's a spiritual war that we in, man. Like the devil bless you too. Them demons, they bless you too, you know. And it's cast that summon and incite them demons, and it's beneficial for them. Believe me, I didn't. Man, believe me, trust me, I didn't talk to more than a few cats that had been on that line of living, and you'd be like, wow, man, it'll really open your eyes to some people got some things going on in their life, man. It'll blow your mind, man. But you'll think they crazy because what the fuck this nigga talking about? But you'll be wondering like why he's still around or why he's still here. So a lot of times you gotta stay in your lane, man. What's for you and what's not for you, you gotta be able to recognize that, man. Stay in your lane, man.
Blu-ray, you want to give Blu-ray, you want to give your closing remarks?
Man, I would just say, Fred, keep doing what you're doing, man.
That's love.
Great subject tonight, especially with dealing with the actual movie. I know we kind of got off topic a little bit, but at the same time, everything that was said needed to be said. So, man, keep doing what you're doing. That's why I continue to come back and tune in, because you talk about the real. You know, I love boxing. Don't ever get it twisted. Not, you know, still always gonna be a fan of it. But these everyday things that need to be talked about, these things that we're dealing with in our community, man. You know, these tough topics, people tend to stay away from them. So, but I love it.
No, that's
and I'll
love.
be out, man. I'll probably see y'all tomorrow in the shop, brothers.
Oh, that's love. We appreciate that, dog.
Enjoy your night, brother.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, L. What you got, man? We got round table talk, round table talk.
Man, always a pleasure, man, to you know, sharpen iron with each other, man. Like Blu-ray said, man, these conversations are much needed. You know, boxing is just a common thread piece for us, man. But the real issues is the common ones among the common men, you know. And for everybody listening, man, just whatever you can take from either one of us, man, that can benefit you, man, apply it, man. And I'm always open ears for any suggestions or any bit of knowledge that can educate me and helping me in my life, man. The interchange is that's the beauty of brotherhood, man. So I'm always here for it, man. And you know I talk a lot, but I also got 2 ears and I could do a lot of listening and application, and I want to learn, man. So you know, anybody else, man, y'all feel free to tune in any other time, man, because I know it's a lot of, you know, I check the comment sections a lot, but I know it's a lot of other people that got a lot of ideas or life experiences that can be beneficial for everybody, man. So, you know, let's keep this going, man, and get some more faces in here, man.
Yeah,
but I appreciate you, Fred. I
No,
appreciate you, Cal, man. It's always good power around with y'all brothers, man.
All love, dog.
Hey,
Hey, congratulations.
night, man.
Congratulations on your new move.
Oh, thank you, brother.
For sure.
All right, love y'all brothers, man.
Right, peace, dog.
All right.
Yep. Father of 4, how you doing?
Hey, fuck boxing.
This show was fucking good.
This
show was fun. I was sitting there listening like about so L said, are you listening to music? No, I'm listening to these guys. This show was good as hell, man. Damn, man. Yeah,
you know, that's a fact though.
This show was good. Fuck,
Hey,
show was good.
Listen, I'm be honest. I enjoy these conversations more than talking about boxing, dog. Like,
yeah, this show was good.
I like when we don't have to go to the race shit though. You know what I'm saying? Where it's
yeah.
System and shit. You know what I mean? Like,
oh shit! Shots fired! Shots fired! Shots fired! Shots fired!
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Deacon and my boy Mike, man. But it's like sometimes
nah, Mike working. He ain't up now, so you got away with it. He ain't up right now. He's sleep. You got to get.
He'll be here. You know, he like candy.
He's off vacation. He's off vacation. He's off vacation. He's back to work.
Michael Fuller, like he like Candyman. He gonna appear. But I love that we could go there and talk about what the black man got to do
and stay accountable. Don't lessen the concentration of the message.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like
accountability is necessary.
Yeah, it's necessary, man. You know what I mean. It's so necessary. Man, it's so necessary.
Man, that's a bar. Hey, we might have to end with that.
Say that again.
Accountability is necessary, man.
It is necessary, man. It definitely is necessary, man. And it's y'all support coming in every night, man. Tell a friend, man. come through on these conversations, man. And
Hey, we ain't got no hashtags for you niggas either, man.
Oh yeah. Daddy pick up, daddy.
Yeah,
man. Y'all gotta tag us, man. Y'all gotta come on, man. Somebody tag us this week. Pick up your kid from the barbershop, taking them to the barbershop, taking them to school, taking them to basketball practice, man. We gotta make fatherhood cool again, man. That's the one thing, man. People are chasing fame, man. You know what I mean? People giving up their kids and for fame and fortunes, and R. Kelly got away with it, and Aaliyah's parents damn near gave her away. And man, I'm using them as the example because they're the most polarizing. But man, we got to make fatherhood cool in this motherfucker, man. It's cool to be a father, man. That's the highest honor, man. The highest honor ain't being on ESPN and Fox, and I'm watching it right now, but it ain't, man. The coolest, the highest honor, father, family man, man of the house, husband. Those are some cool ass titles, man. We got to bring them back, man. We got to bring these titles back, dog, because we fallen in love with champion of the world, executive producer, director, so man, let's fall in love with these titles again, man. And yeah, man. So I thank you guys. Appreciate you, Kyle, for coming through, man. And thank y'all for coming through. Yeah, L is a smart man. You're absolutely right. That was a bar he said, man. I don't think your angels are strong enough for my demons, dog. Whoo, that shit was. He said my demons working out every day. Sheesh. Hey, L, man, you got to post that, man. You got to chop that up and post that. Sheesh. Hey, somebody need to hear that. Somebody in the real world need to hear that. I ain't even lying. That probably came on at like 145, 150, somewhere in there. Yeah, 145 mark. That shit is a bar. A show for sure. Watch this, Freddie. Watch this, Freddie. Level up. Hey, that's about as high as it can get. Shit. Whoo, my demons are stronger than your angels. And my demons work out every day. Jeez. Yeah, Kyle, man.
And again, fuck your feelings. Responsibility is the number one thing.
Yeah, man. Like I don't. No, man. Someone DM me today appreciating, because I'm taking y'all on this fitness journey with me. So it's not really a fitness journey. It's what I do every day. But what was I gonna say? He liked the fact that I was just talking straight to y'all. You know what I mean? It's time. It's time.
I'm fucking up my diet today, man.
I know you said that 2 months ago.
But no, nigga. Because I haven't been eating after 6. So
sounds good. Sounds good.
Nah,
sounds
man.
Good.
I'm telling you, dog. I ain't been eating after 6, and it's been working. It's been working.
Good. Sounds good.
Hey, I went to the hospital the other day, man. Everybody was like,
"Where you been?
Man, you on Sellout?"
That's dope.
Yeah,
that's dope, man. That's dope.
You know I'm down 15.
Really?
Me, I wasn't playing with you, man.
You down 15 pounds?
Yeah. I got 5 more to go. 5 more, and I'm cool.
And that's what's up. You get down like
185 right now, huh?
That's what's up, man.
I'm at 185. If I can just get to 180 or 175, I'll be cool.
See, what I'm struggling with is if I go too hard, I look like a track athlete. Like a boxer. I don't want to look like that. I want to look like a grown man. So I want to get my weight up like 175, 180, somewhere in there. But if I keep going, I get to like 162, 163, and I look too. I don't like that. You know what I mean? I don't like 162, 163. So I like 175, 180. But the only thing is, but I want to be more muscular. So
lift the weights, nigga.
Oh, I'm lifting the weight. So that's what I'm doing. So I'm fluctuating between like literally
protein shakes and shit.
I'm fluctuating 10 pounds. Like I fluctuate 10 pounds.
You been doing the protein shakes?
No, I just do smoothies and shit.
Nigga, get them protein shakes in there.
Yeah. You know, People Hernandez, man, he'll be back tomorrow. But yeah, that's kind of so like on the weekends, I'll gain like 7 to 10 pounds because I'm so strict during the week, running and lifting weights and all that shit. You know what I mean? Help me get your ass to the gym. They get up at 4 a.m. is the multi-million-dollar hour. 5 a.m. is the millionaire hour. 6 a.m. the whole world gets up. So you make the choice. Get your ass up. You know what I mean?
Hey, Fred, tell them the most important thing you told me in my life.
Oh, shit. And we done said so.
The first 4 hours of the day.
Oh, we got to win the first 4 hours of your day. You got to win the first 4 hours of your day. It's so important to me. First 4 hours of your day. You know what I mean? You got to get an erection. You got to shit. You got to work out. You got to eat. You got to love your kids. You got to love your wife. You got to love your family. Win the first 4 hours of your day. Don't play with the first 4 hours. Don't get up and masturbate. Don't do it. Don't do it. Love your family, man. Anyways, we could talk about that tomorrow. Love y'all, man. I'm gone, y'all. Peace.